Trips with your children to the hospital are never fun. In most cases, you and your children need to wait for hours to see a doctor. Also, when your children are hurt or injured, they'll be whining and crying, which can increase your stress level greatly. When a little girl named Autumn had to go to the hospital in August of 2017, she was expecting a difficult day. Boy, was she wrong. The family's from Jacksonville, Florida, and when Autumn complained of a sore throat, her mother knew that she needed to see a doctor. She had 2 other daughters, so she loaded all 3 children up into the car and headed towards the emergency room. Autumn and her 2 sisters, Winter and Chrislyn, were sitting in the room waiting for the doctor when a medic named Dr. Matthew came into the room. He saw that the family had been sitting there for a while and figured that the girls were getting bored and impatient. When he walked into the room, he realized that his suspicions were correct. The girls didn't look happy, and Mom looked frazzled. He decided that when he got into the room that he'd do something to brighten their day. When Dr. Matthew saw how bored the girls looked, he took out his phone and turned on some music. Next, he started dancing. The girls immediately got excited and they started dancing with him. Each of the girls was showing off all their best dance moves. While this was going on, the girl's mom watched with a huge smile on her face. Shortly after, Mom took out her phone and started recording the whole thing. After the dance party ended, the girl's mother got the news that Autumn had strep throat. They were given a prescription and released. The girl's mother was happy that what she thought would be a miserable time at the hospital turned out to be a great time for her children. She knew that she had Dr. Matthew to thank. The girl's mother was so impressed by what the doctor was doing that she posted her video on social media. She wanted people to see what a great and caring doctor he was. It wasn't long before the video went viral. It was even seen by a famous person. Talk show host and comedian Ellen DeGeneres saw the video and she commented on it. In the caption, she wrote, "Their sister was sick, so the doctor cheered them up with this dance. I love this." The girl's mother thought that it was incredible that Ellen DeGeneres had seen and commented on her video. Things like that don't often happen to single mothers in Jacksonville, Florida. Ellen DeGeneres wasn't the only person to be impressed by the video. When the local news, Action News JAX, saw the video, they loved it. They decided to send a reporter to the hospital. They contacted the mother and asked her to bring her daughters to the hospital so they could have a reunion on camera. They wanted to make a sequel to the first video. In the news report, the doctor, who seems always to be happy, is wearing his scrubs as usual and sitting in an exam room with the 3 girls. This time they weren't dancing, instead they were singing. The doctor was doing most of the singing and the girls were beaming with pride. The doctor was goofing around with the girls and they thought that he was hilarious. The reporter realized right away that the first video wasn't a one-time thing. It was clear that he was always an upbeat person with a big heart. She called him a doctor with a knack for making kids laugh. This is really important when you're working in a children's hospital where kids always need some cheering up. He says that while treating his patients' illness is his first priority, making them smile and feel comfortable is equally as important. He believes that laughter is the best medicine, so he makes sure to make his patients laugh. Fortunately, he's really good at it. While Dr. Matthew admitted to loving his job, he told the news reporter that not every day is this fun. He discussed having traumatic experiences of losing some young patients, but it never made him want to stop coming back to work. He told the reporter that he's gone to the funerals for the children that he's lost. Some of the co-workers told him that he gets too close to the children and he shouldn't put his heart in it. Dr. Matthew disagrees. He says that he'll walk away from medicine the day that his heart is no longer in it. The thousands of people who saw the first video and the follow-up from the news agree that Wolfson Children's Hospital is lucky to have a doctor on staff like Dr. Matthew. This is a doctor who puts his patients above all else. He's the perfect example of what a good doctor should be.